Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Emmanuel, I'm a former Boeing 737 pilot and a member of the PMDG 737 tech team. Welcome to sector number 2 of our TUI rotation to the Cape Verde Islands. We've just landed on Boa Vista and we are now in the turnaround, offloading some passengers, taking on some new passengers on our way back to Düsseldorf via Saal. And that flight from Boa Vista to Saal is what we are going to do today. This is basically just 10 minutes of flying on the runway heading from one airport to the other, so I'm really looking forward to this one, as it may very well turn out to be one of the shortest flights we are going to do on this channel ever. And with that, I'd say without any further ado, we just get right into this one. Since we flew our last flight from the captain's seat, we are going to do today's from the first officer's seat. Now, we are picking up right where we left off in the turnaround over here, so let's go ahead and download our flight plan, and this is literally it, and have a look. So for the weather over here, we already know that it is good, and well, for our destination in Saal, we're looking at beautiful weather as well. So with that in mind, our alternate is of course coming back to Boa Vista over here. Weather is good, we know that. Now let's have a look into our plan. We're departing at 13:45 and arriving at 14:15, which is our scheduled arrival time as well, cruising in an altitude of 4,000 feet. Completely uncritical with any of our weights down here, so looking down into the fuel section, we need 3.4 tons of fuel, and that's really everything. We have 3.3 right now, that means we gotta uplift 100 kilos. Oh yeah, the refueler is gonna be happy. So let's go ahead and start with that. So 3,400 plus a little bit for the turnaround, so let's make that 3,500 kilos. And start refueling, please. Well then, with that in progress, I'd say we can head out for the walk around, and well, the pumps are on, the lights are on, then let's go ahead and get out of here. So, 737 standard walk around, starting over here with the TAT probe, which is in a good condition, so is the pitot tube and the AOA vane. Then let's head into the gear bay, and in here everything is indeed looking good. So taking a look around the nose cone, no sign of any bird strikes or something, and the pitos and the AOA vane on this side are good. Then moving along to the aft side of the aircraft, we got the static ports, which are clear. Quick look into the cargo hold tells me that they are currently in the process of bringing the new baggage. So the flap inlet is good, or rather the ram air inlet. Then let's have a look at the engines. Windmilling quite quickly, so no sense to even try and look into it. Bottom of the engines are looking good. Refueling is in progress down here at the moment, and then we can continue towards the side of the wing where we got the green nav lights. The winglet is looking good, and then we can move all the way to the back along the trailing edges. So the landing gear is in good condition, so are the tires and the brakes, and I do not see any sign of damages or anything here. Let's have a look into the wheel well, where everything is in a good condition. And that includes the hydraulic reservoirs. Okay then, so quick look at the front of the gear, which is good as well, and then hello? Am I stuck somewhere? Oh lovely. Alright, then let's move around and towards the back of the aircraft. So over here, fuselage is in a good condition. Let's get around those conveyor belts. And the outflow valve is in a good shape. The door is correctly closed. Everything is looking good. The elevator fuel computer's pitot tube is in a good condition. APU exhaust, everything looking good. No signs of any leakages or anything. So, leading edges are looking good. Then let's make our way around the aircraft and towards the left landing gear. Looks like I didn't break it. Here we can walk around without problems. Interesting. Alright, so the wheels are in good condition. The Brake wear indicator pins on the other side look good. On this side of the wheel well, everything's in a good condition as well. Then let's get out of here and have a look at our flaps. No signs of a bird strike or anything, and the nav lights are both operative. The split scimitar winglet is looking good. Nav light is checked, and the leading edges are looking good as well. Then let's have a look into the engine, and everything is good down there. The bottom is good as well, no sign of pod strike or something. Landing gear is good, the ram air inlet is good, and with that our static ports are also good. The walkaround is completed. So I'd say with all of that done, interesting, why are we not walking upstairs? Well, no comment on that. We are right back inside our cockpit to prepare our aircraft for the flight. Now, small little flights in buck, unfortunately, we just need to switch that viewpoint every now and then, so that we actually get the avatar of the captain in place, and not the avatar of the first officer. But okay, here we are, pretty much ready to go. Refueling is completed. Then we can already release that fuel truck. We are carrying 160 passengers today, and then we can start that boarding. Now, with that ongoing, let's go ahead and request, well, we don't really have to request that flight plan because, let's face it, it's the very same flight plan that we would enter anyway, so departure destination flight number, that's it. Alright, so Golf Victor Bravo Alpha to Golf Victor Alpha Charlie, and our call sign is once again TUI 9R7 November. Alright, departure via runway 03, and we have the... oh, where is it? Charlie Victor Sierra 1 Juliet departure, and for the arrival we got an ILS approach runway 01. We'll take the Charlie Victor Sierra transition, but believe me, we are not gonna fly all that stuff. So let's have a look into that sit. Search, departure, sit. So straight ahead to 1500, left turn, direct Charlie Victor Sierra, and that's it already. Then from Charlie Victor Sierra we have the standard arrival in there. Oh, interesting, that is a bug. Here we go. So that's basically leading us directly into the finals. So what I'm gonna do, I'll leave this as it is for now, but we will probably just fly direct to the Fox or something, just to help ourselves here. So let's have a look at the arrival. ILS approach runway 01, as we are already going to tune all of that. Starting at the Fox 01, 1500, 3-degree glide. And yep, that's what we got. Fox 1500, 3 degrees. And the go around straight at 8.3 DME, left turn back to Sal. And that's what we got down here, climbing to 2500. So all the routing for the entire flight is checked. Now let's go. Cost index 15, reserve fuel is 2.3, zero fuel weight. Hello. Zero fuel weight 60.6. Cruising in 4000 with an average wind. Oh, what are you doing? Not that it would matter, but average wind is 072 at 24. Okay, transition altitude 7001. Noise abatement procedure number 2. Fix Golf Victor Bravo Sierra, or is it? Nope, Golf Victor Bravo Alpha. Copy, paste, /25. 250 below 100 is in there, 250 below 100 is in there. We do not really need any forecast, but let's request it anyway. And, well, tell you what, give me 4000 down here, 072 at 24. And that's it, QNH 1016. Okay, lovely. With that, we have entered pretty much the entire departure and arrival. So let's just find those charts on my side again. So Charlie Victor Sierra 1 Juliet, ground chart, arrival chart, approach, ILS 01, runway heading 008. Like that, and like that. Cool, frequency 109.9. Once, twice. Minimum is to be set in flight. And well, that's our FMC setup completed. So, refueling is complete, belts are coming on. Over here everything's looking good. Cruising altitude 4000 and destination field elevation is 177. No maintenance here, the rest is set, and flight directors are coming on. Initial climb, probably gonna be 4000. Auto brake RTO, reset fuel used. So, engine oil quantity is good, hydraulic quantities are still good. Outside set, over here everything is basically set. But we are going to switch over to transponder number 2. And with that, we've basically set everything up. Easy going. So, SAL 15.3, might just tune that real quick. And 109.9. Okay, like that. Perfect, then we finished our setup, so let's go for the MFRA, which is going to be 1060. Like that. Alright. And we'll copy and paste that stuff over to the other side. Alright, so for the departure briefing. Threats for today's departure, to be honest, I do not see any. So, route check. From Golf Victor Bravo Alpha to Golf Victor Alpha Charlie, TUI Jet 97 November, and the routing is the Charlie Victor Sierra 1 Juliet departure, which is checked. Ground distance 54 miles versus 37 miles. That's because I selected that long arrival for the ILS, which we are definitely not going to fly. Okay, so time UTC 1317, altimeter 1016, reading 50 feet, MFRA 1060, flight directors are on, minus the master, standby instruments set. Right sea takeoff, runway 03, flaps 5, noise abatement procedure 2, and engine outset straight at 25 miles, emergencies as briefed earlier on. For the taxi, it's going to be a pushback to the left-hand side and then basically straight out. Via Alpha, backtrack, runway 03, full length, 2,100 meters available, so not the very longest runway, but absolutely fine. The SIT is the SAL 1 Juliet departure, which is going to be straight out to 1500, left turn direct to SAL, climbing most likely 4000, which is our cruising altitude anyway. And that's it. Do you have any questions or suggestions on the departure briefing? No? Perfect. I love it. Then let's add the arrival briefing to that as well. Again, threats, none. So, we got 250 below 10,000. Descent winds are in there. Fixed rings. Well, why not add that straight away? Runway 01 slash 10 miles and slash 4 miles. Like that. The approach is going to be the ILS approach starting in 1500 at the Fox 3 degrees down to the minimum, which we still have to set. Go around straight at 8.6, left turn Charlie Victor Sierra, climbing 2500. Arrival fuel 2.8 versus 2.3, so we have about 10 to 15 minutes extra. We'll decide on the landing flap setting once we're en route and taxi in, yeah, backtrack and back off at the apron. Questions? No? Wonderful, so that's our briefing completed. Then let's reset those timers here, 6 hours and 5 minutes. From the inbound flight, over here, and over here. Then a very small check if our passengers are on board, which I think they should definitely be by now. Yep, they are. Perfect. So let's release those stairs and let's release those loaders. Okay, lovely. They're basically done with our setup down here. So let's say hello to our guests. Ladies and gentlemen, very good afternoon again from Flight Deck. This is your captain speaking. I would like to welcome those passengers who have joined us for the flight back to Düsseldorf via the island of Saal, and for those of you who are flying on to Saal, once again, welcome on board. We are now finishing up the last paperwork, then we will start our engines and taxi out runway 03 for a straight out departure for a flight time of approximately 10 minutes. Now, sit back, relax, make yourself comfortable, and we will get back to you with the latest information on the ground in Saal. Thank you very much for your attention. Okay, so safety inspection checklist and before start checklist down to FMC CDU, please. That's Gibbons, 1 to 3 removed, yaw damper on, fuel, we've got 3-4 required, 3-5 on board, 4 pumps on, fast modes on, window heat on, air compressed, pack soda bleeds on set, press mode selector auto, instrument cross-checked, auto brake RTO, speed brake is on, down detent, park and brake set, stop and cutout switch is normal, radius, radar and transponder set standby, rudder and aileron trims 3 and 0, take a briefing disgusting, PA complete, holding at FMC CDU. Alright, so let's see, our performance should be here now. So, give me that load sheet, 59.5 versus 60.6, so we are down like 1.1 tons. Well, that's fine. So 59.5 and insert that. Alright, that gives me a gross weight of 63 tons, which checks. So, performance, Boa Vista, runway 3, takeoff weight. Give me that 1 kilo, please, 63. And the center of gravity is 24. That's with the anti-ice off and... no, set off. And air conditioning on. Import the weather. 1016, calculate. Takeoff 2, 43 degrees. So we got takeoff 2 at 43 degrees, 88.7. And that checked. That's checked. Flaps 5 takeoff, CG 24. Disregard that message. Speeds 39, 39, 43. And that is all looking fantastic. Alright, 39, 39, 43 is set. Trim 5.3 units. Like that. Alright, beautiful. So we are done with that setup. Then let's complete the checklist, please. FMC CDU set, N1 and ES box, automatic, reduce 22K, 39, 39, 43 set. Stop trim 5.3 sets. Performance weighted balance, sign send, phones off, EFB, airplane mode stilled, flight awareness and cockpit door. Locked, doors closed, passengers seated, before start checklist complete down to the line. Alright, lovely. Then let's go ahead and grab our departure clearance. And that's the tower on 89, ATIS 1277. Probably quicker just to grab the voice ATIS now. If it works, which it doesn't. Okay. Yeah, that's fine as well, so the ATIS is not there. Fine. Boa Vista Tower, TUI Jet 907 November, no ATIS available, request IFR clearance to Saal.
You're number 1.
Okay, he's working on it. In the meantime, let's make sure that everything is closed.
TUI Jet 907 November. Clear to America Cabal via the Coves 1 Juliet departure. Status filed. Departure runway 3. Initial climb to 4000. Departure on 126.4 squawk 4177.
TUI Jet 907 November is cleared to SAL via the SAL 1 Juliet departure, runway 03, climb 4,000 feet, departure 1264, squawk 4177. So, runway 03, SAL 1 Juliet departure, climb altitude 4,000 and departure 126.4, pre-selected, squawk 4177. Like that. Alright, beautiful. Then our clearance is checked and confirmed. So let's go for a pushback.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard TUI flight
Ground flight deck.
7168.
Please confirm that all doors and hatches are closed, ground equipment is removed, and the bypass pin is installed. That's all confirmed. Roger, stand by. TUI Jet 907 November, request pushback and startup.
Thank you for choosing TUI, and we wish you a pleasant flight.
TUI Jet 907 November, pushback and startup approved. Face south.
Pushback and startup approved, facing south, TUI Jet 907 November. So, before start checklist, below the line, air compacts off, anti-collision light on, parking brake set, transponder alt off, before start checklist complete. So, I would absolutely love to use GSX for that, but, as you can see, nothing works. As always with GSX. Why did I even expect anything else? So, the chocks are removed, and then let's go ahead and start. Well, first of all, parking brake is released, start manual pushback. And that's literally all we can do over here. You said facing south, that means the nose is going to come to the left-hand side.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard TUI flight 7168, departing for Amhelkar Cabral International Airport. Our estimated flight time is approximately...
Okay, so start sequence is going to be 2 then 1, and we'll begin with engine number 2 now.
Safety demonstration, as it contains important information even for frequent flyers. Fasten your seatbelts by inserting the metal tip into the buckle and pull to tighten. The seatbelt must be fastened whenever the seatbelt sign is illuminated. Please return your seatbacks and tray tables to the upright position, and open your window blinds for takeoff.
So we've got N2, oil pressure, N1.
Laptops must be securely stowed during takeoff and landing. Smoking and the use of e-cigarettes are prohibited anywhere on board, including the lavatories. Oxygen masks will drop automatically if needed. Pull the mask firmly, place it over your nose and mouth, and breathe normally. Secure your own mask before assisting others. Life vests are located under your seat.
Okay, pushback is completed. Please start parking brake. Parking brake set, and we got a good start in number 2. Starting number 1.
Floor level lighting will guide you to the nearest exit, which is clearly marked. There are 2 exits located at the front and rear of the cabin. The nearest exit may be behind you. In case of evacuation, leave all personal belongings behind and follow all safety instructions from the crew immediately. If any electronic device becomes
oil pressure, N1.
Please inform a crew member immediately. The safety information card in your seat pocket contains all details. Thank you for your attention.
Starter cutout, monitor 1, engine 1 stable. Okay, so let's see, the TOC is over there already, so ground flight deck, we have 2 good engine starts. Please prepare the airplane for taxi, see you with a clear signal on the right hand side, and have a good day, bye bye. So we assume the clear signal is seen. Flight controls. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Rudder. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Before taxi checklist. Generators on, APU off, start switches continuous, probe heat on, anti-ice off, air conditioning, PAX auto, bleeds on, isolation valve, auto, flaps, 5 required, fast selected, green light, stub trim, 5.2 required set, start levers, idle detent, flight controls checked, recall checked, and before taxi checklist complete. TUI Jet 907 November, request taxi.
Say again.
TUI Jet 907 November, request taxi. You can also call an Uber, that's fine with me as well.
TUI Jet 907 November, runway 03, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 03, taxi via Alpha, TUI Jet 907 November. Are we cleared to backtrack? Brakes off, config. TUI Jet 907 November, are we cleared to backtrack runway 03? Because otherwise it's a fairly short taxi. Yeah, it is a fairly short taxi. Come on, ATC, you can do it.
TUI Jet 907 November, runway 03, backtrack approved.
Runway 03, backtrack approved, TUI Jet 907 November. So we're clear on the left side, and we're clear on the right side. Strobe light is on, and please confirm we're clear to enter and backtrack runway 03. That's confirmed. So, to the right-hand side. Especially in an airport like this, it's very easy to accidentally backtrack into the wrong direction, so always got to be a little careful. I like to use the nav display as a reference there to tell me into which direction we're taking off, and therefore into which direction we got to enter and backtrack that runway. Okay, before takeoff checklist to the line. Config checked, flaps 5.5 green light, stub trim 5.3 set, takeoff briefing, right seat takeoff runway 03, flaps 5, noise abatement procedure 2, PAX auto, bleeds on, anti-ice off, and the speeds 39, 39, 43 set. So, takeoff straight ahead, 1500, left turn direct, Golf Victor Sierra, climbing 4000, which is our final cruising altitude as well. We'll be doing a little bit of manual flying, probably for the entire flight, and I've got nothing special or non-standard. And engine out straight ahead, 25 miles, climbing 3000. Any questions or suggestions? No? Beautiful, then we are ready to go. So, cabin is secure before takeoff checklist complete. TUI Jet 907 November, ready for departure.
TUI Jet 907 November, runway 03, wind 050 at 20, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 03, cleared for takeoff, TUI Jet 907 November. Checked, and here we are. Before takeoff checklist below the line, MCP, set, transponder, Tara, strobe lights on, landing lights on, before takeoff checklist complete. Are you ready? Timing. Stabilized, set takeoff thrust. Takeoff thrust set, indications normal. Checked. over to departure TUI jet 97 November. So, flaps 1, speed checked. Vista departure TUI jet 97 November, passing 1,400, climbing 4,000. Flaps up, speed check, flaps up.
Contact departure on 126.4.
We are on 1264.
Foul departure, radar contact. Climb 4,000.
Climbing 4,000 TUI jet 97 November. Okay, let's quickly update that direct to Charlie Victor Sierra, like that.
Jet 97 November, expect the ILS runway 1 approach into Honeycomb.
Expecting the ILS runway 1 to jet 97 November. Okay, 2,000 to go, vertical speed. So, after takeoff checklist.
Jet 97 November, proceed direct, CF01. Cleared for the ILS runway 1 approach.
Direct Charlie Fox 01, cleared ILS 01 to jet 97 November. So 1,000 to go. Vertical speed. Then direct center fix. Execute. Very slight right hand turn here. And manual thrust. So, after takeoff checklist, aircon and press, 1.7 maintaining set, altimeters, 1016, passing 3600, now. Approach checklist complete. Okay, so let's level off, alt acquire. So we can already see our destination straight in front. Okay, so a couple important things here. Minimum cap delta 379. Like that. And that's copied to the other side. I like it. Okay, so flaps. So runway 1, long runway, vacate and delta. So flaps 30 is gonna do. Like that. Okay, so with that we've pretty much set everything up, so let's go ahead and do the descent checklist. Pressurization, land at 150, anti-ice off, approach with fuel, disgusting, ice and outbox checked and set. Descent checklist complete. Then we can continue with the frisk check. Frequencies 109.9 are active nav 1 and 2. Fixed rings, runway 01, 10 miles. Why the fuck is this plane climbing? In the real world this is easier, I can tell you that. So, we are cleared for the ILS, that means we can also descend with the procedure. So let's go down towards 2000 and VNAV. Okay, so frisk again. Frequencies 109.9, rings, runway 01, 10 miles, 4 miles. Items, Sierra Lima is checked, standby instruments set, and the course is 008. Approach checklist, altimeters and instruments, cross-checked, approach rates, checked and set, approach checklist complete. Alright, lovely. Then we've done everything. So let's start to decelerate. The 10-mile ring is already coming up, exactly after the 25-mile ring. As you can see on a flight like this, it's super important that you do all the preparation on the ground already.
Contact Amilcabo power on 119.7.
119.7 TUI jet 97 November. Tower low, TUI jet 97 November, established ILS 01. Okay, we are cleared for the approach. Approach armed, warlock captured.
TUI jet 97 November. Amilcabo tower.
Runway heading 008. Flaps 1. Speed checked. Flaps 1. So, runway inside, 12 o'clock, just behind the second bay. Glide slope capture. Go around 2,500 feet set. Alright, flaps 5. Speed checked. Flaps 5.
Runway 1 clear to land.
Runway 01 clear to land, TUI jet 97 November.
TUI jet 97 November. No clearance to land for 907 November.
What? I am not going to ask. He said clear to land. So it might look a little fast on the speed indicator, but believe me, with that headwind, if we configure at 4 miles, we're absolutely fine. Gear down, flaps 15. And landing checklist. Start switches. Continuous. Recall checked. Speed brake armed green light. Landing gear down 3 green. Auto brake 3 set. Flaps 30. Speed check. Flap 30. Wind check. So flaps 30, 30 green light. Landing lights on. Landing checklist complete. Okay, then let's actually add a couple knots here. Give me a 154.
1,000.
Checked.
Approaching 0, 1.
Alright, there's the runway straight in front of us. Let's see if we can keep the flight time at 10 minutes. Surely a little bit more turbulent than it was over in Vista. But if you look at the terrain down here, you can see a lot of hills. I suppose with 35 knots of wind going over those hills. Checked. That's the easy explanation where the weather comes from. Continue.
200. 100.
Glide slope seems a little bit off to me.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10. So, speed brakes up, thrust was normal.
80%, 100 knots, 80 knots, 60 knots, manual brakes. Okay, 11 minutes, too bad. But I think, seeing that we started the timer before we go airborne, we had an actual flight time of about 10 minutes, did we? So, let's clean up.
TUI 7 November. Taxi to Park 4 at your discretion, monitor this frequency.
Parking number 4 at our discretion, TUI 7 November. Alright, so we vacate off to the right. And at this point, I would just like to say thank you very much to Flight Sim Development Group for offering me a copy of their SAL scenery for the purpose of this flight. It's really looking fantastic, but make your own picture as we are taxiing in. And, well, for now, I would like to say thank you very much for flying along, and welcome to SAL. Now imagine being one of those passengers here, sitting in that airplane for what, like 8 hours now? Including the 6-hour and 10-minute flight from Düsseldorf coming here. Plus the turnarounds. Yeah, you can do that, you don't absolutely have to. Okay. And here we go. Alrighty, so that was a lovely little flight, completely flown manually. I mean, just 11 minutes. So very easy going over here, and I did really appreciate that one. You don't get to fly a complete flight manually like every other day, so whenever I have the opportunity, I love to use it as well. Now let's ask the important question. Is GSX gonna work here? Yes! I like it. I do like it. And we're parking at the terminal today, stunt number 8. And we only have 7 ramps. No comment, then it's gonna be ramp number 7. No follow me needed. And here we go. I think we'll be to the right of the first EasyJet then. Start APU. For some reason I have the feeling that the numbers of the stunts on the ramp here does not necessarily equal the indications on the chart. Okay, that's interesting. Now I wonder which one is more up to date, because the scenery has literally just been released. Or, well, I'll tell you something. Number 6? Probably. Ramp 6. No follow me. Okay, lights off. And the radar is off as well. Good. Recall checked. Should always do that after landing. And here we go. So, parking brake set. 2 blues. 1 red. Engines. Dead. Cabin crew, all doors in park. Okay, and with that, welcome to SAL. It's rather warm, so definitely gonna use that APU bleed. Alright, both engines below 20%, transit shutdown checklist. Electrical is on the APU, fast mode's off, Pro Beat auto, NEI's off, voice recorder on, air compacts auto, engine bleeds on, APU bleed on, exterior light set, start switches off, auto brake off, speed brake down detent, flaps up no light, parking brake set, start levers cut off, weather radar off, transponder 2000 standby, CB in, and cockpit door. Unlocked. Transit shutdown checklist complete. Well then, let's get deboarding down here, and with that I'd like to say welcome to Sal. Beautiful little airport, especially for the level of detail that FSDG have put into it, seeing how remote this place actually is. But I very much like flying to places like these, so I hope you do as well. Thank you very much for watching. As always, like, comment and subscribe, and if you really love what I'm doing on this channel, I would appreciate a small donation through the Buy Me Coffee link in the video description below. Thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to see you all again on the flight back home to Düsseldorf.